welcome everyone to the Woodshed, East Lansing, Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Eastern Michigan Eagles, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, the Spartans will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside is 5. So the Eagles offense will have the first crack at it in this one. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Makes the grab. It's Harris. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Eastern Michigan surgical on offense right now. And they get him down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. The short hands, it's Harris. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Eastern Michigan has it and a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Past the first down marker and still running. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Eagles are in the hurry-up.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the...
Oh, he's got some space.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He'll do it himself. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. The Eagles back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Little. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Eastern Michigan will line up with a 1st and goal. Was to pass. Trying to bull his way in. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. He'll pull it on the read. Diving for the score. He loses the football.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season, offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Give to the running back. Gets it past the marker.
I gotta say, watching this guy run has given me PTSD from when I played against Michigan State back in college, and they had a big old running back named T.J. Duckett that was wearing our defense down. He got stronger and stronger as the game went on. This guy has a little bit of that in him, too.
And the Spartans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll keep it himself. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give is to Taylor. Finding an escape route. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Off the play fake on first down. Shoots it to the left. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D. They're dealing with a second and long. To the air. It's Childs. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Man, how about the rough starts for these offense? 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. These quarterbacks, you trust them early, first drives to get something going. Both of them turning over to the other team. Let's see which one can get settled in first.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Bring in the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. A strike downfield. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. The inside handoff. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on 3rd down. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. He slides that just inside the right upright. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. To the air, it's Childs. He's got his man across the middle. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Got a man. It's Pride. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Marsh. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Going to swing it on 2nd down. And they get him down for the sack, and they'll go to the locker room feeling good about their pass rush.
Third down coming up.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in East Lansing. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's head back to the place they've been playing football for more than 100 years, Spartan Stadium.
Eastern Michigan will kick it deep to start the second half. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Under fire. Quarterback gets enough. He's loose. He's inside the 40. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
It's not fun playing defense. I got to cover these fast wide receivers all over the field. You're going to run tempo. You're going to spread me out. You're going to do all this stuff to me. And then it doesn't work, and you call a pass play, and then it turns into that because your quarterback's so special. This just isn't fun.
That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Pulls it in. It's Marsh. Breaks the tackle. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Wide receiver going in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Pressure coming. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Spartans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking to pass. It's Childs. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. And the Spartans trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Michigan State! And that one will put them up here in the second half. Follow the block. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I'll tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Alabama looks like a legit title contender right now, which they kind of do every year, but man, this offense is rolling. They're up by 28 over USF. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. You should see.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Oh, they're after him. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Catch in the middle. It's Harris. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks. They boot it away. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Off-play action on first down. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Dropping back, it's Childs. Quickly complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert third down. From the gun, wants to pass. There were serious revolutions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete. The Spartans will punt it away on fourth down. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Grabbed in the middle, it's Little. Really nice gain, gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. To the air on first down. Got his man in the middle.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
They'll move the tight end. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack. Even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long arms to create the turnover.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They were forced to punt on their last possession, but this time taking over with spectacular field position. There he goes! Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. And the Spartans can really attack on this 2nd and short. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Taylor has it. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They go to the ground. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Back to throw, it's Childs. Here's the pressure. Couldn't find anybody open, just threw it away, and that's a smart move. You want to avoid the turnover, especially in the red zone. It'll be 4th down. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That gives them now a 7-point lead here in the final period.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent now. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. It's a one-possession game in the 4th. They're going to throw it to start the drive. takes the easy completion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Back to pass on second down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decibel meter on third down. That's reeled in. It's little. He stopped at the 15. Not enough for the first down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team. Fires to the right. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. And the quarterback takes a knee. In the postgame, if you start asking about the offensive struggles, the coach is probably going to say, let me tell you something, Mr. Television Announcer. They don't ask me how I won. They ask me if I won.
That is all that matters, Mr. Television Announcer, but I think you'd want to play better on offense. You want to score more points, but Reese, Jesse, I want to learn as I win. I don't want to learn as I lose.
And I know you're loving this one, David, because in today's era of modern college football, with all these spread offenses and up-tempo, we're used to seeing a ton of points. We're not used to seeing a lot of games like this. I wouldn't get used to seeing it, but for this team right here, they got to love the way